It's time for spelling analysis, and we will continue to use all of the phonograms and the spelling rules that we've been learning. Be especially listening for a vowel saying its schwa sound or its lazy sound, or I, in an unstressed syllable or in an unstressed word. All right, our first word is basket. The ball went straight into the basket. Basket. Go ahead and say basket. How many syllables in basket? 2. We will say to spell bass, cat. What will we say to spell? Bass, cat. Let's sound it out. The first syllable is bass. B-a-s. The second syllable is ket. K. That's a tall k. Et. Go ahead and write bass, ket. Sounding it out as you write it. And now help me to write it. The first syllable is bass. B-a-s. The second syllable is ket. K-et. And let's read it. B-a-s-k-et. Basket. The next word is cactus. The cactus grows in the desert. Go ahead and say cactus. How many syllables? 2. We will say to spell cactus. What will we say to spell? Cactus. The first syllable is cac. K. This is a ks. A. K. This is a ks. The second syllable is tus. T-a-s. There's a s. Go ahead and write cactus. Good, sounding it out. Now help me to write it. The first syllable is cac. K-a. K. The second syllable is tus. T-a-s. And let's read it. Cactus. Cactus. The next word is rope. The rope has a weak link. Go ahead and say, actually the next word is weak. The rope has a weak link. Weak. Go ahead and say weak. And then let's sound it out. Weak. W-e. Use an E and A. K. Use a tall k. Got it? Go ahead and write weak. Good. Now help me write it. W-e. K. Did you use the correct form of E? All right, let's read it. W-e. K. Weak. Why couldn't we use two-letter k? You're right, because this is a multi-letter vowel, and two-letter k is used only before a single short vowel. Let's read it. W-e-k, weak. The next word is appointment. Jordan has a dentist appointment today. Appointment. Go ahead and say appointment. Good. How many syllables in appointment? 3. Now listen carefully. We will say to spell app, point, meant. What will we say to spell? App, point, meant. All right, the first syllable is app. App. The second syllable is point. Oi, that you may not use at the end of English words. Nt. The third syllable is meant. Nt. Go ahead and let's try that one more time and sound it out. The first syllable is app. App. The second syllable is point. Oi, two-letter oi that you may not use at the end of English words. Nt. The third syllable is meant. Nt. Go ahead and sound it out. App, point, meant. If you sound it out carefully, I'm confident you can get it. Good, 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 good. All right, help me to write it. The first syllable is app. App. The second syllable is point. Oi, nt. The third syllable is meant. Nt. All right, and how will we mark it? We'll underline the oi. Let's sound it out. App, oi, nt. Nt. Appointment. Now, two things. One, if you're struggling to sound out a big word like this, you can start here. App, oi, nt, point, app, point. meant, appointment. So you can sound it out syllable by syllable and then combine the syllables. The next thing is, notice this said it's schwa sound, appointment. So it's saying it's schwa sound in an unstressed syllable. We're stressing point, appointment. So here it's saying it's lazy sound. The next word is wish. How about if you make a wish as you blow out the candles? Wish. Go ahead and say wish. Let's sound it out. W-I-sh. Excellent. Go ahead and write it. Wish. Good. Now help me write it. W-I-sh. And how will we mark it? We'll underline the sh. Let's read it. W-I-sh. Wish. The next word is soil. We will need some more potting soil to put in the pots to plant them. Soil. Go ahead and say soil. Let's sound it out. S. It's a s, oi that you may not use at the end of English words. Ol. Go ahead and write soil. Good. Now help me write it. S, oi, ol. How do we mark it? We'll underline the oi. Let's read it. S, oi, ol. Soil. The next word is broken. The lamp is broken. Broken. Go ahead and say it. How many syllables in broken? 2. We will say to spell bro-ken. What will we say to spell? Bro-ken. Let's sound it out. The first syllable is bro. B-R-O. The second syllable is ken. This is a tall k-e-n. Go ahead and write bro-ken. Sounding it out as you write it. Good. Help me to write it. B-R-O. The second syllable is ken. K-e-n. How will we mark it? We'll put a line over the O. Why did it say it's long sound? A, E, O, U usually say they're long sounds at the end of the syllable. And here we have broken, but you can often hear yourself say broken. And once again, that I sound is one of those schwa or lazy vowels. And any vowel may say its schwa sound, or I, in an unstressed syllable. You'll know which syllable is stressed because the vowel sounds are pronounced clearly in the stressed syllables. Let's read it. B-R-O-K-E-N. Broken. The next word is royal. The royal family lives in that castle. Royal. Go ahead and say royal. How many syllables in royal? 2. We will say to spell Roy-al. What will we say to spell? Roy-al. Let's sound it out. The first syllable is Roy. Oi. This is 2-letter oi that you may use at the end of English words. The second syllable is al. Go ahead and sound it out. Al. Go ahead and write Roy-al. Good. And help me to write it. The first syllable is Roy. Oi. The second syllable is al. Al. Now, did you use the correct oi? That's right. You're using 2-letter oi that may be used at the end of English words. And here it's also used in the middle. So let's sound it out. Oi, al. Royal. And here's that schwa vowel again. The next word is king. He is the king of England. King. Go ahead and say king. Let's sound it out. Use a tall k-i-ng. Go ahead and write king. Excellent. Now help me write it. K-i-ng. And how will we mark it? We'll underline the ng. Let's sound it out. K-i-ng. King. The next word is baker. The baker made muffins. Baker. Go ahead and say baker. How many syllables in baker? 2. We will say to spell baker. What will we say to spell? Baker. All right, let's sound it out. The first syllable is bay. B-A. The second syllable is ker. K. Use a tall k-er. This is the of her. Go ahead and write baker. Excellent. Now help me to write it. The first syllable is bay. B-A. The second syllable is cur. K-er. And how will we mark it? We'll put a line over the A. Why did the A say its long sound? A, E, O, U usually say their long sounds at the end of the syllable. And we'll underline the er. Let's sound it out. B-A-K-er. Baker. The next word is queen. Queen Elizabeth is the Queen of England. Queen. Go ahead and say queen. Let's sound it out. Qua-e, use an E-double-E, n. Go ahead and write queen. Sounding it out. And now help me to write it. Qua-e, n. How do we mark it? We'll underline the qua and the e. And notice Q always needs a U. U is not a vowel here. Let's sound it out. Qua-e-n. Queen. The next word is dear. I began the letter with dear mom. Dear. Go ahead and say dear. Let's sound it out. D-E, use an E-A. Er. Okay, go ahead and write dear. Good. Now help me to write it. D-E-er. How will we mark it? We'll underline the E. Let's sound it out. D-E-er. Dear. She's such a dear. Report. We will send out report cards soon. Report. Go ahead and say report. How many syllables in report? 2. We will say to spell report. What will we say to spell? Report. Let's sound it out. The first syllable is re, e. The second syllable is port, p, or t. Go ahead and write report. Good. Good sounding it out. And help me to write it. The first syllable is re, e. The second syllable is port, p, or t. And how will we mark it? We'll put a line over the E. Why did the E say its long sound? A, E, O, U usually say their long sounds at the end of the syllable. And we'll underline the or. Let's sound it out. E, p, ort, report. The next word is silver. The earrings are made of silver. Go ahead and say silver. How many syllables? 2. We will say to spell silver. What will we say to spell? Silver. Let's sound it out. The first syllable is sil. S. This is a s, z, I, ul. The second syllable is ver. V, Good. And it's an I-E, yeah, that's right. Silver. Go ahead and write it. Help me to write it. The first syllable is sil. S-I-ul. The second syllable is ver. V, And how will we mark it? We'll underline the Let's read it. S-I-ul, v, silver. The last word is least. Which one is the least full? Least. Go ahead and say least. Let's sound it out. Least. Ul-E, use an E-A, st. Go ahead and write least. Excellent. And now help me to write it least. Ul-E-st. And how will we mark it? We'll underline the E. Let's read it. Ul-E-st. Least. Excellent. Great work today.
Combining the science of reading with the joy of learning. Learn more at essentials.logicofenglish.com.